Coach, you drafted 3 offensive linemen so far, including one at the very top there in Troy Fautano. All of them love football, all of them passionate, all of them real physical. Was continuing to address the offensive line a big key for you guys heading into this draft?
We just want to roll people, man, to be honest with you guys. You know, we got some backs that we like. We've got a good offensive line. We took Broderick Jones a year ago. This draft pool or class we thought was really loaded with some top-end offensive line talent, and we just wanted to draw from that well.
Night one after the next 2, is he still aggressive?
Yeah, what do they call him? The con artist? I like that. I saw that, man. That's pretty good. It's a cool nickname.
Alrighty, Steel Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. That's right, we're talking about the con artist. He's made 2 new moves, but quickly, guys, I won't be going too long today. So if you watch this live, welcome to the show. If you're watching this after the record or whatever, thank you for checking out Steel Nation Oz. Firstly, got a few things I want to talk about today. I'm just about to go out to lunch with my mate. Gonna have a beer or 2. Gonna have a chicken schnitzel. Have some good food. But my video I did the other day on Patrick Queen, this one got quite the reaction from Ravens fans. So if you want to go back to that, look for the comments. They're not too bad. They're not calling me names or anything like that. They're just really funny. They're just saying that Queen isn't a good play, he's washed up, all that kind of stuff. So the video, where was it? This one here. The video I did on Queen with him, watering the grass and sipping his wine, got a really good reaction, like a funny reaction from the Ravens fans. And I always talk about this. Like, I don't think there really is that rivalry that has been building up with the Steelers versus Ravens in a long time. Even from our side too. From our side, maybe it's not as, doesn't seem as important as it used to be with the Big Ben days and Terrell Suggs and Ray Lewis and all those guys. Ed Reed versus Troy. To me, it's not as big as it used to be. It's still fun to watch. It's still hard-hitting football. It's still AFC North football, very physical, but it's not as big as it used to be. That's my opinion. I don't know if you guys see the same way. But here we have Queen, and that video is doing quite well with the views and whatnot like that. But the reaction is so funny from the Ravens fans. The Ravens fans are just going off on me, saying, "No, you don't know what you're talking about. This guy's nothing. I'm so glad we cut him." All those kind of things. So that's kind of fun. But I will be going to the live chat in a minute to catch up on all the names. But I do want to give a shout out to, or basically what this podcast is about, is Steelers adding 2 new players. And now we wait. We kind of wait. First of all, every time a player gets cut, I feel like I'm doing the Trump hands. Well, I feel like I'm doing the Trump hands. And that's not a very good Trump impression anyway. And I'm not saying I'm going to get in political talk, but I'm just saying, right? Now we wait, right? Because every time a player gets cut, we have to go and get another player. No, this is a business. It's how it works. And I'm going to read a few comments too. And I might make this a video as well. I'm going to read a few Facebook comments as I read out because we have now signed receiver Jacob Copeland to a 1-year contract. The Facebook comments are so unhinged. They're so crazy. Do people not understand that this is a business and you need to field, not Justin Fields, you need to field 90 men on the roster? Like, I read the comments saying, "Where's Ayuk? That's not how you spell Ayuk. This guy sucks. He's a bum." Can we not just welcome back Copeland? I don't know who he is. I've never seen him. But can we not welcome him back? And the guy has now got a 1-year contract. And sure, he might be a practice squad guy. He might be cut. But at least he gets a chance. I always find funny with that stuff with the roster. When we sign someone like that, someone is not really going to make the team. And, some Steel fans out there want 53 all-star players. You need guys off the couch like Eric Deathrow. You need guys like Miles Jack to come back. You need guys that find this team as a gunner. So welcome back to Jacob Copeland, who's been on the team, I think, twice. And we cut him last year, right? Steelers signed receiver Jacob Copeland to a 1-year contract, right? Spent time last year in 2023 on the practice squad. And straight away, you'll just see fans on the internet. I'm going to read a few Facebook comments. Go, "Oh, he's a bum. Why would you go sign him?" It's business, man. It's football. It's what you're meant to do. Omar Khan's meant to get these, I don't know, 4th, 5th string guys for the off season and also for training camp. So, yeah, he was originally signed with Tennessee, undrafted, via the draft, the 2023 draft last year. Then he was cut via the Steelers, and now they've brought him back, and they got rid of Denzel Mims. I saw comments in there saying we should have kept Mims. Well, he might not have made the team either. So before I read the comments from that part, another one we signed is no idea who this bloke is, but I do wish him luck. I say welcome to the Steelers. Is it Willington? What a crazy name too. Willington Pavilion, off waivers via Atlanta Falcons. Now, I dead set just woke up 1 hour ago. I haven't had time to look into who he is. I don't know who he is. But rather than say he sucks, he's awful, he's terrible, like, dude, welcome to the team. Welcome to the show. So let me read some of these comments from Facebook about this bloke, Jacob Copeland, and then I'm going to come back to the live chat after that. All right. Give me one second. Right, yeah. So here are the comments from Facebook. I just find some of these funny. We have signed receiver Jacob Copeland to a 1-year contract, and there's over 245 comments from Facebook. Now, there's a few in here that says, that's a funny way to spell Brandon Ayuk. I thought we would have signed Michael Thomas by now, which I don't know about that. Go and get Hakeem Butler, maybe, possibility. Someone says, I guess there's a similar sign to Ayuk. There's some good ones in there that just bagging him out. That is a huge receiver signing that so-called experts have been predicting. How many guys are playing receiver for? But what I'm trying to say is there's no welcome to the Steelers. Where's the support? I know I'm always on about this stuff, but where's the overall support of like, hey man, good job, congratulations on signing the contract? You know what I'm saying? You never hear that with this stuff with these players that are at this level, right? Here we go. So we have here, what the hell is this guy? Someone wrote Super Bowl. One person did write, welcome back, JC, which is kind of cool. And no, you don't have to, but I just find it very, very interesting. Where's another one says here, that's not exciting news. Cheap, nobody, typical move. Did anyone put his notice at Home Depot? They're already trying to bag him out as a person that he might have had a normal time job. Like, it's not a massive move, but it's a move that every single NFL team makes and Steelers organization makes for players to come in, have a chance, and then the 91-man roster, including Julius Wolschkoff, the defensive end, the international player from Germany, gets a chance to make the team. And then by the end of training camp, they get cut down to 53, then 16 men sign on the practice squad. That's kind of cool. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of how it's funny how it is. Anyways, that's my little rant on that. I just find like stuff like at least to say welcome back to the Steelers or good luck this year. Like, you don't have to go into, I don't know, maybe it's just the internet is the internet. It is crazy. Alrighty. Wow, 8 minutes I spent on that. Okay, let's go. Thank you, Gene, mate, for the gifted subs as well, and Yuli as well, the gifted sub too. Appreciate that. I'll give you fireworks in a minute. Holy dooly. G'day, Jet Devil. G'day, Gene. What's going on? Short one today. Going to wrap up in about probably half an hour, 45 minutes, and then going to get some lunch. G'day, 99. Shout out to 99 too. We're working on something that I might be having some music in the background or music in the intros. I did see the email. You saw my response too. And I do like 1 and 3. Number 2 hasn't caught on me yet, but I do like 1. I'm going to try and make a video. I've had no time so far. Maybe today I might do a bit of an intro. I've got a bit of an idea what I want to do. And I'm doing a countdown as well. G'day, Pepper. What's going on? We can do a Q&A. It's up to you. But yeah, those are pretty cool musical songs. And dude, whatever you send me, I'll check it out and we'll have a good time. I really do appreciate that because I just can't afford at the moment to use Epidemic Sound. And sometimes when we do intros, it's always good to have background music. So I can't afford Epidemic Sound. It costs like $35 a month. And I'm only really using it for one as well. G'day, Charming. What's going on? How are you? All right. There's some more comments in here. I I miss MySpace, dude. MySpace was awesome. You could have your top friends. You could personalize your page. You could have whatever background you wanted, or whatever kind of music you wanted to have. Dude, MySpace was cool. And then Tom, everyone had Tom as a friend. It was great. It was a good time. Yeah, true. Alrighty. Okay. Oh no, I was reading them. So I was just reading the comments out. I didn't have time to bring them all up. I might make that a separate video, but I don't know. I'll see what happens. Welcome back to all new students in the HDU, and yeah, dude, it's awesome. It's so cool. So and g'day Sean as well. I just get kind of like, g'day Kevin, what's up? I just get kind of I just find it kind of funny. The Facebook comments, people like it's like they're little mini GMs all around the internet. Little mini GMs are saying, "Oh, you should have done that. We should have started Brandon Ayuk." Every single, not every person, most of the Steelers internet. When we cut Denzel, when the Pittsburgh Steelers cut Denzel Mims, they thought that Brandon Ayuk was going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I really think the Steelers go into this year with the receiver 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, the team they have now. And even with Cordero Patterson too, playing running back and receiver, I feel like that's going to be going to camp. There's now 1 month of like this overall speculation crap, and then you have training camp next. I definitely do. I'm going to talk about that today too. Dead set. All right, so what welcome to the two new players. They might not make the team, but I still say welcome to them, and it's fun. What I find crazy about the preseason too is I miss the 4 games because there's players you never get to see play, and they're still part of your organization, and you might see them have a big game in preseason, and the next minute they might have a chance to make the team, be a gunner or be that receiver 5 or be that cornerback on the depth chart that someone gets injured, they move up. You know what I mean? So they're all to me, they're all part of the team. He's going to go off too. I hope he goes off too, right? Okay, so I got a few things to try and fit in this. Dude, I got a jam-packed show I got to try and fit in today. But I did see this. Okay, let's start with this. JJ52 says, Did you see the Justin Fields Madden kick return video? Yes, I did. So it's referring to this one here. I got a picture of it here. So Justin Fields. By the way, if people don't know, and this is so stupid, and why Madden is, if I buy Madden, I shouldn't buy Madden, but if I buy Madden, I buy it when it's like 25% or 50% off. I haven't bought a full price Madden, I think, in like 10 years. I always wait to the next year. Like you saw me playing the other day, Madden 2016. I don't buy it. Like I think the last one I had is Madden 2022. And what's stupid as well is that Madden 2025, they made a 25th edition like in 2013 or 14. So it's the same repeated game every single year, right? Now I do hope that I can go and get some money, some coin to buy a PS5 and get the college game, because one reason, I want to build up HDU online. I want to make an online university with a football team and use some of the members' names. If you opt yourself in and put your hand up and say, I want to play this position, then I want to try and make a university. But Madden itself is just the same fucking game every fucking year, and it's crap. That's why I play 2016 sometimes when I get a spare chance. Now, with Fields, right? If you can see here, there's Justin Fields and number 13. And you're thinking, who would 13 be? Well, 13 is Scotty Miller. So Scotty Miller at the moment is wearing 13 from Atlanta Falcons. Now, I don't know if he can return kickoffs. But in this scenario, I don't think I would be seeing, or the Steelers fans will be seeing Justin Fields and Scotty Miller back there to return kicks. I think it's going to be Haywood and probably Patterson. That's what I think. Or you'll see Austin and Patterson. Or you'll see Patterson and someone else. You know, maybe I don't know. Maybe you see another receiver there. There's no way you're going to see Justin Fields returning kickoffs. Now, there's two ways I've thought of this. It's either that the Madden fell for it, that Madden actually thinks that they're going to put him back there, or the other way is that Madden is trolling the Steelers and trolling the fan base out there and using that rumor, that stupid rumor that won't happen, to make fun of the Steelers. So there's either way, but I don't think this is going to really happen. It makes no sense to put back there Justin Fields. Alrighty, let's go back to the comments. Anyone else coming in? G'day, Roll. What's going on, mate? Anyone else in here? True, yeah, he does. He hands the ball off to Patterson in the video as well. So he's on the field too. You think they're trolling? They could be. Madden could be trolling because it came up. But what's so stupid about it? And I could not believe this. That people actually thought this was a real thing. There's no way you go out there and get a quarterback called Justin Fields as your number 2 quarterback and maybe a potential franchise quarterback if you don't sign Wilson. If that Fields comes into the show and starts playing good football, throws it around, and becomes the leader of the locker room, and he's a guy in Pittsburgh, a young guy at 26, 27, that you go and put him on kickoff return. It was so stupid. The fact that the media, the NFL media, thought this was a real possibility shows you to not watch. Don't watch the NFL media. Watch local Pittsburgh sites and not the chat ones or the clickbait. Watch Pittsburgh channels out there that know what Pittsburgh is and how it is. And for a bloke in Australia to tell numerous Steelers fans on the internet that that's stupid, that makes me insane. Like I was never going to run with the idea that Fields was a kickoff returner at that point. G'day, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah, right. See, and that's what I mean. Wes was like, okay, Fields is going to do it. And next minute, Madden shows him on the cover. So I guess Wes got it right and I got it wrong, but it's definitely trolling. It's an upside down world and we're all living in it. That's exactly right. Who are we doing, man? Okay, that was one thing I wanted to cover. Oh boy, I got a few more things. I got about 15 more minutes or 20 more minutes. Maybe I'm speaking too fast. Maybe I was going to calm down a bit, because I've got some time here, but I do got to go out for lunch in a minute. What else do I want to talk about? I want to bring up. I'm going to leave the best till last. So let's bring this back. My wife about threw up over the report of the willingness to play for the Browns. And hey, everybody, Steelers Depot, Alex has already reports. The Browns are 13-10. That was last year. The Matt Canada game that we lost, and then he was fired. And the next minute, it's crazy how crazy. It's unreal how last year played out. That we had 3 quarterbacks are no longer there. Offensive coordinator is gone. It's all kind of moved around. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Like Cameron Hayward is a Pittsburgh Steeler. If he's going to try and sort out a contract with the Steelers, I believe this year, 1 year contract, 2 year contract, figure it out. He's not going to pack up his bags and leave and go to the Browns and start and finish his career with the Browns. It's just not going to happen. So his wife said, I almost threw up my mouth. Done. We'll throw up all over the report. So very smart wife, very smart individual. That is Cameron Hayward. I think he's going to have a big year this year. He had the groin injury last year. I think he's going to try and set the standard back and play tough defense. You guys know. You listen to any podcast. You don't need me to tell you that how many fucking good players are on this defense. From the TJ Watt to the Highsmith to Minka to all these blokes on the defense. You don't need me to tell you. You've been watching in the offseason as we get now a month ago before training camp, and this is why when the players start going overseas, the holidays, that they're ready. They're getting ready to play, and the amount of pieces they have on the defense is going to be insane. TJ Watt is going to be insane as usual. It's going to be a really fun time on the defense. We just now need the offense to catch up and play some bully ball mentality. Run the ball, Najee, Warren. Dude, man, I was on Steelers Dynasty podcast the other day with Bubba and Shane, and they might be having some special guests to look out for their channel as well in the near future. Some Steelers over there. There was a possible rumor going around. So shout out to Bubba and Shane who are doing really good things over there. One of my favorite podcasts at the moment. We did a show about who's going to be the MVP. And I chose Jalen Warren because I think he's going to be an outstanding football player and that he can run the rock, he can get yards, he can receive, he can block. He's a team guy. He's a guy that if you were to go and ask the locker room, you walk into the locker room, I bet you after a game, if you said, who was the main man in the show today? They'd probably say Najee had to go, Pickens had to go, offensive line had to go. Look around and go, you know what? Jalen Warren was everywhere. He was blocking. He did his assignments. He took on blokes bigger than himself when he run over the Bengal. He can catch. He can't pass. Oh, can he pass? If Warren can pass, then we're on to something. If Warren can pass, then we're on to something. But I've got Warren to win the MVP. I'm pretty fired up about that. Didn't even know where I started my point. All right, let's go back to the chat. There he is there, my mate. Yeah, dude. WVU Mountaineer Mafia. And yeah, you said to me in an email that you have some special guests coming on your show. If it is Debo, get me on. Please get me on if you can. I will try and get there as best I can. Did anyone? I'd love just to say hello to him and say good. Thanks for all the good years. Even though he's got a mad, mean face, but he's from the interviews and stuff you see online, and just the Debo in everything is just unbelievable. Yeah. So shout out to if you guys are a West Virginia fan, check out Mountaineer Mafia on YouTube, because Shane's going to start doing some podcasts and videos over there. That's his specialties in his Steelers fan, but also a Mountaineer fan. By the way, I love the logo. I think the logo is amazing. And like I said to you guys before, your stuff over there with Bubba and Shane is something so unique. Like not many people have that 1A, 1B, setting jokes up, setting like football up, that old school Steelers podcast like feel. You know, I try and make this like a bar setting when you walk into a bar and you're having a few sherbets, a few drinks, and you're eating pizza, chilling out, and then everyone's talking, everyone in the chat. That's what I want to try and to accomplish here. Yes, we talk about Steelers, but most time we're just chilling out, having a good time. But your guys over there, Steelers Dynasty podcast, it is like that mateship of like, Bubba says one thing, you come up with a crazy story, you have a bit of a laugh back and forth. It's entertaining, it's fun, and that's what it should be. A podcast should be, man. Should be a good time. All righty. Okay. Dead set. Shout out to Shane, man, doing excellent things out there. And you can see the passion too. You can see the passion when you talk about football or Steelers or VU, and then just some of the wild comments and crazy takes. It makes you laugh. It keeps you entertained. It's a good time. Okay, so that's my rant on Cameron Hayward. Like, he's a Steeler. He won't be a fucking Brown. It's not going to happen. What else do I have here before I go into? I really want to end the show because it's going to be a very short one, right? I want to end the show with some AFC North talk, right? Because the previous video I just had talking about Queen, the Ravens fans are pissed off or annoyed with me with that video, and it's fine. They weren't too bad on me. They wouldn't say too many bad names. Didn't call me a Christian 46, anything like that, and not in a good way. There's two different ways you can call someone a Christian 46, right? There's a good way where you're like, I can't say it because YouTube will ban me, but there's a good way about saying 46, and there's a bad way about saying 46. But I do want to bring this up too. So the other day, a few days ago, hey everybody, I'm getting a lot of Alex Kozora here. He says, hey everybody, this sets the floor for any potential long-term deal with Najee Harris, $9 million per year for Stevenson. Patriots and the running back, Ramondre Stevenson, reached an agreement for a 4-year extension of $36 million, including $17 million fully guaranteed per source. I love that part, per source. Could be anyone. But pretty much you know what, too? I used this guy last year in fantasy. And speaking of fantasy, Pepper, J-Devil, I'm still with you. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten about you. I will get those gifts shortly. I'm trying, but I will get it. And even if it takes me 2 or 3 years, I will get it. Don't you worry. But yeah, I used Ramondre Stevenson, I think, in fantasy last year. He's kind of like the good goal line back, big fella. So what, hey everybody, Alex Kozora, I think is trying to talk about here is that this sets a floor for any potential long-term deal. So if he can get $36 million over 4 years, what will Najee Harris get? Is he going to get $9 million? Is he going to get $10 million? Can the Pittsburgh Steelers afford Najee Harris? Now, I'm not Omar Khan. I'm not going to stress over it that much, to be honest. At the point, if Najee Harris has a great year and then he says, you know what, I'm going to go out of town. I'm a free agent. You didn't give me the 5th-year option. I'm going to try and find another place to play. Then, as a Steelers fan, I'm like, so be it. See you, Najee. Good, best of luck, mate. Well done. We'll sign Warren. We'll get someone else in the draft. But if he does sign, fantastic. You know, I think Najee is a really good piece for the Steelers. But it's very interesting now what is going to happen at that sense. $9 million per year for Stevenson. What kind of contract will the Steelers give Najee Harris next year, depending how it all works out in this season. So there's a lot of guys on those who haven't signed contracts. It's Muth, Cameron Haywood, Najee, Warren's a free agent. So a lot of things, but that's like, to me, that's next year's problem, or like see how the season goes. I'm not going to stress over and go, well, if we have to get Najee, otherwise the team stinks. You know what I mean? All right, let's do a quick break. I need a bit of water. And true, I could do that. I could do that as well. All right. Nah, it's not lazy. I just haven't got the funds. Not that I'm lazy. No way. I just haven't got the funds right now. And I've got funds. I'm not poor, but I haven't got extra funds to to ship over. Do you know what I mean? Like rainy day money. I'm trying to work on it. G'day, Spikes. What's going on? He says, what's good, Yins? Hello, Yins. Hello from the Berg in Pittsburgh. All right. Let me do a quick little firework break and we'll come right back.
The Steelers. What isn't there about it? Studs everywhere. Man, I'll play punter if they want me to. Whatever coach tells me, I'll play. Man, I love football. I love to play the game of football. I'm ready to play football. And I'm happy to be here. Just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this team. So I'm happy to be here. I love the game of football. I think it's art. I think it should be played a certain way. And that's why I love to play the game. I just love football.
Alrighty, guys. Hope you guys are happy to be here. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Woof! All right, next 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to call the show because I've got to go have some lunch. Awesome. Donuts. Donuts are awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you, Raul, for coming in. All righty. So the last thing I want to talk about is the AFC North. Like I said, a lot of Ravens fans are chipping at me, chirping at me, and that's fine. I put myself on the internet. As long as it, like, you don't attack with real hateful comments and, like, going after someone in a real spiteful, shitty way, I'm okay. If you say my Steelers suck, that's fine. If I say your Ravens suck, that's okay. It doesn't bother me. But I did find this funny. I saw this on Twitter. What do I start with? One or two? Camera two. Let's start with this. I found this funny. And there's two things I found funny. I saw this on the internet on the Twitterverse, and this was crazy. So this is to do with the Browns, right? Since what? 1991, since almost I was born, and you guys know this, but it's funny. The AFC North past winners from the past 32 seasons, not one time has the Cleveland Browns won the AFC North or the AFC Central days, and there are like two teams. Well, Titans and Oilers are the same team, right? I think. Yeah, Oilers. That's right. Yeah. The Oilers and the Jags have been more recent winners of the AFC North than the actual Browns. Now, it doesn't go to 2023. That was the Ravens. And it's been a long time since there's been a three-peat. So last year, and actually we need to win one. This is time where the Steelers need to try and win an AFC North championship. And this year, I would hope they get the home field advantage, because then we have a better chance in playoffs to win. As you know, the recent results going to KC, going to Buffalo, hasn't been in our favor, hasn't been the best football on our part, right? You win the North, you got a better chance, I think, to win playoff games, having the home field advantage. But that is funny to me because the Bengals, they've won 2 in a row. The Ravens won 2. We won 1 in 2020, right? I was there for the one in 2016, Steelers versus Ravens. We won that one in 2016, back-to-back 2017. But the Cleveland Browns haven't won one in 32 years. 32 years. Isn't that insane? Now, I also saw this, right? Check this out. I saw this too. This made me laugh. So, no quarterback has lost to the Browns more than Joe Burrow since the Browns returned to the NFL in 1999, right? So, the Browns have beaten Joe Burrow 5 times and lost once. Now, here's a funny thing where the Browns actually roasted themselves, right? I've got to try and break this down a bit because it's complicated. No quarterback has lost to the Browns more than Joe Burrow. That means no quarterback they have faced since 1999 has lost more than 5 times. Now, I don't think that the Browns knew they were roasting themselves, because since the Browns returned to the NFL in 1999, that singularly, they've owned the highest quarterback they've beaten in the most amount of times is 5. 5 times. That's it. So you're talking Joe Flacco, you're talking Big Ben, you're talking maybe other guys during that time. Tom Brady, maybe Peyton Manning might have played them a few times. I don't know. Did Peyton Manning play them 6 times? You know what I'm saying? So no quarterback more than Joe Burrow that they've beaten 5 times. So they roasted themselves. No quarterbacks lost the Browns more than Joe Burrow in 5. Now, what's funny is, to me, because I can't stand the Bengals or the Browns like you guys out there, is that Joe Burrow has lost 5 times, right? Because he sucks. And the Browns suck too, because that's the only quarterback that they've had put numbers on. Now, as you know, Big Ben was the sole pretty much owner of Ohio, right? And I went to do a double check on how many times he beat the Browns. Big Ben beat the Browns 26 times in his career. 26 times in his whole career. They're also Big Ben, because I had to do a quick research again. Our Steeler Big Ben, he beat the Bengals in his career 24 times out of 34. Together, Big Ben beat the Browns and the Bengals 50 times. 50. Can we just honestly, a little bit of respect for that, right? I might be doing a in the future with Steelers Dynasty podcast, a bit of a top 5 favorite players. You know, we might do something like that every Thursday, my Thursday, their Wednesday, bit of a top 5. And Big Ben's my top 5. He's like top 3 for me. So, and I've got to, go through the rest. But the fact is, it's so funny that these blokes here have beaten Joe 5, and that's the highest amount the Browns have ever beat any quarterback, 5. And together, Big Ben beat Ohio, Cleveland, and Cincinnati 50 times. That's pretty insane. I know the fan base will come back and say, you haven't won a playoff game, you haven't done this. But in the lore and history of the NFL, these Steelers, your Steelers, our Steelers, Big Ben beat them 50 times. That's pretty fucking unreal. The more you think about it, the crazier it gets. I think it's awesome. I think it's absolutely unbelievable that the Browns threw the shade on themselves. Burrow can't beat the Browns. It is true. You watch those games and the Browns always have an advantage over them. But Big Ben came into town and he beat the living daylights out of Ohio. At one stage, he had the most wins inside Cleveland Browns Stadium until Baker Mayfield took over. I think Big Ben had 12 wins or 11 wins, and Baker had 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then he went away to the Buccaneers and has really a good career now with the Buccaneers. So I just found that really funny and interesting that in our division, yes, it's a really hard division, but these teams, they celebrate when they beat us in the playoffs. They celebrate this kind of stuff. I just find this stuff all kinds of funny. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, guys. Woof! What a show. What a show. G'day, Afton. What's going on? Afton in the house. But it's what's crazy is 5 wins in 25 years. Only 5 wins against one quarterback was their highest amount. That means all the other quarterbacks they've faced, they've beaten them 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, 1 time, or 0 times. That makes my head explode because I love stats. I love the history of the law. I love streaks. I love all that kind of stuff. Yeah, 100%. 7-on-1, exactly right. Exactly right. All righty, guys. You're going to put some questions in the chat for the last 5 minutes if you want to. And I'm going to get out of here, get some lunch. I wanted to really go hard in the paint with this one and have a good time. All righty. But I did find that funny. I thought that was just like, because I went to Twitter, and the reason why I bring it up is because I went, isn't that great? Sean Mahan has got their Steelers 7-1 versus Ratbirds. When I went to Twitter and I found that comment or this post by the Browns, they were really trying to throw shade at the Bengals, but they end up throwing shade at themselves. And I think that's funny. Like, we've got 6, they've got none. Bengals got none. The history for the franchise stinks. And when they try and throw shade at another person, another team, that they end up saying, well, that means I've only beaten the Bengals 5 times. Sorry, I've only beaten the highest quarterback we've beaten since in 25 years is Joe Burrow with 5. 5. All right. Guys, throw some questions in the chat. Otherwise, let's get out of here. Thank you, Afton. Appreciate that. Oh, no, I'm getting a chicken snitty today. I think chicken snitty or a pizza. Dead set. I think I might be getting that. Yeah, chicken. Oh, I'll probably get a chicken snitty, which is like chicken breast, maybe the cheese on top, chips, salad. That's a go-to of ours in Australia in a pub. Could get a beef burger. Could we get a taco? No, I get something like that. Maybe some appetizers too. Man, that was fun. I might be able to do a live on Monday or Tuesday as well, depending how we go. Maybe Tuesday. Sorry, that's your Monday. We might be able to do one my Tuesday, your Monday as well. So yeah. Good to go. All right, no questions. We're all out. You in the back. Any more questions? Going once. Going twice. Wait, do I go at 3 or do I go at... Okay, we'll go again. No more questions. Going once. Going twice. And no jet of like... Oh. Going 3 times. All right. G'day, Rennie. What's going on, mate? Oh, that's so good. That is so good. J-Devil, that you're crazy. All right. I'm going to work on 2 for 99 out there. NSMC 99. I'm going to work on the video and the intro and have a bit of fun this afternoon. Do some work when I get home. And I appreciate you giving me the music, man. And then whatever you send me, I'll listen to for sure. And of course, if it works with the channel, I'll incorporate it as best I can. It's a good time. All right, guys, let's play. Next time, hopefully, I have some outro music submitted by my mate NSMC99. We haven't played this today. Let's do this.
Coach Stumlin.
See you.
Let's go for the win, man. Coach Stumlin. Let's go for the win, man. Coach Stumlin. Let's go for the win, man.